Hi, I'm Jim. In 2023, I had journeyed to the Philippines to meet my Filipino daughter for the first time. And wouldn't you know it, I met a girl. Today, after a year and a half in the Philippines, I was called back to North Carolina to take care of business. The plan, square up all financial debts and save up for my return to the Philippines in 2027. Yeah, baby, I'm going back. And look where I'm eating. Hibachi Grill Supreme Buffet. Yeah. Chinese food. Oh man. I'm telling you. Seems like the past couple months I haven't getting my share of protein. I don't know what it is. Need more protein or something like that. Yeah, they're open. So here, you chow down on some serious protein at this Chinese restaurant. It does remind me of the Philippines with all the teriyaki and the seasonings and everything. So it's anyways, let's go do this. Let's go. Alright, let's see if they're open. It's after 10:30, heading 11 should be. See what happens. Alright, well, this is a buffet, so I'm able to just pick what I want. This is what I got. I got, sushi, some mushrooms, and I got a piece of ham, a spring roll, it's like chicken, some noodles, kind of like pancit, and I got some seafood right here, so and a glass of water. Alright, that'll work. Okay, well, I'm going to chow down right now. I'll get right back to you. See you in a minute. Oh, that was good. Full belly today, that's for sure. I'm back. Hey guys, appreciate you sticking in here for me and support me and everything. It's just awesome. Thank you. So I'm in the parking lot at the Hibachi Grill. I got a little time just to sit here. Just gotta find me some Wi-Fi so I can await my daughter's call to go pick her up. You know, I don't have any service or Wi-Fi or anything on me. But anyways, so I'll just chill out here. And she did give me her this iPad, so I can like go on YouTube or something like that. But I don't have any of my accounts on there, so I'll just use it for entertainment. Today it's the beginning of March. Pretty much, or end of February, beginning of March, should be about when you see this. Right now, as I'm talking, it's mid-February, but you should see this in a couple weeks. So I don't have my microphone with me, so I'll try to keep my voice up so you can hear me. Now, all's good here in North Carolina. I got another year and say 2 months or so before returning to the Philippines. You can see that I am somewhat shagged out. You know, yeah, I'll get it cut when I get back to the Philippines or before I go. But I got a year before I even need to do that. So should I let it grow out this year, or should I get it trimmed? I don't know. I mean, it's not like I'm going anywhere. I'm pretty much stuck in the house all the time anyways, because I'm saving money, you know. You know, when you leave the house, you tend to spend, right? So I'm just hunkered down in the house, and while there, yeah, I'm working on my movies, my series, my AI animated adventures that I hope you've seen a few of them already. I've got like 4 or 5 up right now. All experimental because I'm learning the tools and everything. I think they came up pretty decent. It's a complete storyline. It's not just slop thrown up there. There's an actual script and story. So if you haven't seen the previous ones, go to my YouTube webpage, Guiuan, and check them out. Right now I'm working on a new one, which is slated for release next month in March. Yeah, late March. And I've completely swapped out or changed out my my technique or the process or the I guess what you call a workflow, right? And I'm drawing off inspiration from me previously tinkering with cell animation. Because I'm a product of the 60s and the 70s when, you know, I'm an old geezer, okay? I'm up there. But yeah, I'm a product of the 60s and 70s, mainly, especially in entertainment. And I was big in animation back then, being a kid and all that, especially through the 70s. In the 70s, I took a lot of courses. Yeah, in the 70s, I took a lot of courses in animation and learned all about that. I even have done some film. I even did some animation, and but the footage is lost. I don't know where it's at. But I still got some left up here that I can use with this AI now. An interesting thing about this AI, in my previous attempts at storytelling, I was using the AI as others were using it, and having the AI itself help me create the actual keyframe for the animation. Because you got that one keyframe, that one image, the characters and the scene and everything, and it's off that keyframe, which is very much like a storyboard image, you know, but it's ready to go as far as the final product. But anyways, to make the keyframes with AI, man, you're just talking to it, it tells you what you want and everything, and then it just throws out some stuff. It's like, it's not right. It takes forever to get what you want. And even then, you have to take what it gives you. After all, it just, I mean, these generations, they're not cheap. It costs a lot of money. And if you don't get what you want within 3 generations when you're creating the keyframe, then you just gotta choose what you got, you know, and then move on. Yeah, it's with that method you can use up a lot of resources. I've got just tons of keyframes and movies, animation that is just going in the garbage pile. It's getting in the, I got a folder called the cutting room, and I throw all that stuff in that folder. And then I got to get rid of it because it's a lot of space. So, you know, you don't need all that stuff in there. It's just what you use. And so I've been working on a way to streamline that so it's less waste. You know, and I'm drawing inspiration from the old animation studios from back in the 60s, 70s. Especially like Filmation, Hanna-Barbera, those Saturday morning kind of animations. And so that's the direction I'm going. Except the animation is going to be a whole lot better with AI than it is with the old style Filmation or Hanna-Barbera, but they were on tight constraint financially, and they had to pump out a product and so they had to take a lot of shortcuts, you know. And it did affect the sales, but they've had some really good stuff up now. I mean, just, you know, a lot of great stories, and it's a story that makes you want to watch it. It's not the animation. It's a key point. You ever seen Rocky and Bullwinkle? Really simply drawn animations like that, but the writing on that show was so good it didn't matter if the animation, you know, was bad or not. You know? So it's all about the writing, really. And I want to make sure that you know that the writing I'm doing for the series that I'm working on it's all me. You know, it's not the computer. And as far as the ideas of writing, you know, they might help me script it out a bit or something, but yes, you know, the AI it's like a kind of like a partner, but I'm in control. I'm in a driver's seat, so I'm creating these movies, and that's me you see, not some AI slop. There's an actual story behind it, right? And what I'm working on right now involves traditional animation, as far as laying out a painted backdrop or an AI generated backdrop, right? And using cells for placement of your characters and stuff. So you put, you know, so you have full control over how you create the scene or how you compose the scene. The composition of the scene is now in full direct control of the person creating the movie, going that route. Instead of saying, instead of typing into AI, create an image of this, and it comes up with an image. That's not really what you wanted. But in using animation techniques and creating the background first, and then you create cells of the characters with transparent backgrounds, and then you just put them where you want them. It's really cool. You could just have them all standing up, you know, but you want them sitting down, right? So you get your standing up image of each character, and then put it on the keyframe, create an animation out of it, and in the animation you just tell everybody to sit down. Just, you know, everybody sits down in their seat or something like that, and then they sat on their seat. And that's your new keyframe. Everybody's already sitting down. You just take a snapshot of that new keyframe of everybody sitting down, so you don't have to start the scene with them standing up. And there are ways you can actually manipulate the image of the character in the keyframe itself. You know, there's ways to do that. So by creating backgrounds and placing it streamlines the process. I'm getting more of what I imagined into the movie, so getting more of me in there, not just the AI. Yeah, by doing that, it gives me more control over the sequence, over the workflow. Okay. So you'll see a marked difference, improvement in the work in March, coming up March. And I'll tell you, I'll give you the sneak peek right now of what's coming up in March. Is my movie, or my short series. It's actually, I think it's going to be a 4-parter this time, but it's called The Day the Sky Seized Us. The day the sky seized us. That's pretty cool. It's coming out really, it's a crazy title, but you know, it's the only thing I can think about. The Day the Sky Seized Us. You know, real quick, it's about like a space shuttle or a skiff, you could call it. It's transporting these passengers to a space liner, like a luxury cruise space liner. It's in orbit around Earth, and it's taking them to the space liner. And well, I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen after that, but here's a sneak peek. Check it out.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen. We are rerouted by the Transit Authority, temporary deviation, no stated hazard. After which we will resume our rendezvous to the Starline.
What the hell was that?
Everyone back in your seats.